Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and happy Monday to you. It's time for Cheer Corner, and Cheer Corner is usually a Facebook Live video. But as you are watching this, Gerard and I are in Mont Tremblant on our last day there, and hopefully neither of us has a broken leg. So last week, I totally forgot to mention that the card was for Cheer Corner because I was just so excited um, about our trip. So, yes, as you're watching this, think about someone that you want to nominate to have this card. Now, it is a baby card. So, yeah, maybe you know someone who just had a baby. So, I think I love this card so much. It's absolutely freaking adorable. The purpose of Cheer Corner is to prove that, yes, you can change the world one card at a time. So I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada and in Europe. So if you're watching this, you can shop with me or join my team in either of those places. And I'm really excited about that. But let's stamp now and have a look. So this is what I have here. We are going to be using the stamp set Elephant Parade. And I just love the little mouse, and I love the three different elephants. Little peanut, a little butterfly, a little flower. It's cute little things. And then there are the dies. Okay. Also, sometimes there's dies that aren't included with an image. You see that there's some bows. The bows would look cute on the balloon. There's peanut dies, but also peanut opening, like those dies to cut out the peanut stamp. So I'll show you that. Look, there's little peanut die cuts, and see how they're detailed? I don't know if you can see that. Focus camera. There we go. Yeah, so that's cute. We're also using the Warm Welcome stamp set. And I'm only using the word welcome here, but those little booties, goodness. This is a super cute set as well. And it also comes in Dutch. Warm welkom. Mijn deur staat altijd open. Ik mis je, een kleintje, welkom. Laten we weer eens afspreken. Really nice, isn't it? Okay, so the other thing I'm using is deckled rectangle dies. So there's quite a few of them, and they have that old-fashioned postcard look. I'm using these two here. Okay, soft suede, basic white, and shimmery. I'm using shimmery cardstock, and I've already stamped the elephants. We're going to do a little watercoloring. So when you watercolor, it's super important for you to use StazOn ink, not Memento. If you use Memento ink, the ink will run. So you need to use StazOn ink for your watercoloring. So what I'm going to do is I'm using Pear Pizzazz and Smoky Slate. Those are the old ink pads that I still use in the Netherlands. And I think Blushing Bride, but I'm not sure if it's Blushing Bride or Petal Pink. So we're going to find out which one we're going to use. Now, before I start the watercoloring, I'm going to stamp my welcome little one on the white piece. I might as well. First things first. So we get out our trusty Stamparatus. Put this tight into the corner. And I'm going to do this one in Dutch, I think. So that way I have an English one and a Dutch one. And so I've got to find the word welcome. There it is. But I don't know if they have the word little one. Welkom een kleintje, a little one. Sure, that's good. All right, so the welcome is going to be in black. There. Brand new photopolymer stamps are super sticky. So get that paper tight into the corner again. And I'm curious how you guys are doing this morning. Yeah, sorry it's not a live video, but you can't do a live video when you're not home. So I thought it's better to have a pre-recorded one than to leave you in the lurch. Isn't that cute? Okay, now, oh, and I want to show you something else. So your stamp set comes like this between a thick piece of acetate and a thin. The thin one you want to keep. So just put that off to the side for a minute. And now I have to find my little word in kleintje right here. And we'll do that first. And then I'm going to show you something that maybe you're not aware of yet. Super sticky. Sometimes I wash these first so they don't stick so much. We'll put that on there so I don't lose it. There. Now I've just taken the welcome off. Now if you look inside your case, look, in the inside of the case are the words. So you can put this like so. So as I use each one, I put them in here. Oops. And that way you know if you're missing any stamps or not. And when you have them all in there, you're going to cover it with that thin piece of plastic. And the thick piece you're going to save that you can make cards with. So that's the trick there. Now let's put this tight into the corner. We're going to ink up the little words with Pear Pizzazz. Oh, and I forgot to tell you where that paper is from. The paper is from Happy Forest Friends, that cute little print. Welkom een kleintje, a little one. Okay, that's super cute. All right, are we ready to do some watercoloring? So what I like to do, you can use re-inker as well for a brighter. Here, I'm just gonna, but I'm not going to do that now. We'll see. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. And let me zoom in maybe a little bit so that you can see better. I'm going to start with the leaves. And we have 3 different sizes of watercolor pens. And that's the one I'm going to use because, well, I could use this one too. This one's thicker. And then this one is for doing a background, a brush tip. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I think I'm going to use the fine one. So there's a little thing on here that says push. Can you see that? Yeah, push. So that's where you squeeze to get your water going. I just do that in my hand. And I've made a little bit of a wash on my block. And I'm just going to go down. And it gets quiet when you color, right? Sometimes I should have maybe done a little wash first. Make it all wet first and then add. And I'm going to just add a little bit more in the middle. Base here. There. And then after I've colored them and after they've dried, then I will cut them out. It's not my finest work, but you know what? You can do a bunch. You do a whole sheet of them and you'll get better at it. When you want to switch color, so that's the only green that I have going. Now maybe I'll find some re-inker to show you the difference. Okay, so you take, I've got my Pear Pizzazz here, re-inker. Put a drop on your block. And then you'll see how much more intense this is. I'm picking that up. I'm just going to go down the vein. Yeah, you can see. So that gives me a little bit more definition. That's kind of what I wanted. Yes, now I have more shading. Okay, so that's a good tip, I think. Now I need to clean this and I need to have some scrap paper and I don't have scrap paper. There we go. There. So just brush till it runs clean. And now we can do, I'll move this block and we'll do a different one with gray for the elephants. You know what? I'm going to use a long block, then I can do a color on each end. Let's see. Smoky slate. You can also squeeze so that it's in your, maybe we'll do that. In the old, if you've got an old ink pad, you can do that. So, there. Now, let's take a peek. And I want his ears to be, we'll do one with pink ears, blushing bride ears, and one with petal pink, and then we'll see which one we like better. So, see, and this is the new type of ink pad. It doesn't squeeze as well into the lid. See, I squeezed and nothing happened. So what I do for the new ink pads, then I just do this. And I've got a little bit of ink. You can see it a little bit like that. Okay. So we'll do this one first. So this is petal pink for inside his ears. Oh yeah, that is a nice color. We'll try it with Blushing Bride and see, maybe we like that better. That's cute. Okay, clean it off a little bit. Now I'm going to do Blushing Bride, and we'll see which one we like better. Yeah, the Blushing Bride is a little more pink, and the Petal Pink is a bit more skin color. So you can choose which one you like better. They're both cute. Yeah. I like doing the watercolor on the elephants, a little bit by his mouth, because I thought it was softer than the blends. But you can decide that for yourself. But if you're doing watercolor, definitely use shimmer white. These are new watercolor pens are just fantastic. They're called water painters. And let me see, the mouse is also going to have a pink belly. I know he's upside down. I just wanted to fit them all on there. So I've done the pink pieces first, and now we're going to do the gray. And what I'm going to do before, I'm going to give him a little wash. So, and then pick up the ink, make a little bit of a wash. And the color spreads better if you've pre-wet your image. Cute. And I'm just going to add a little bit in where the artists have already done a little bit of lines here. Yeah, super cute. I always have a package of shimmery cardstock for this. My favorite thing to do with shimmery cardstock is to watercolor, because the shimmer also comes through on your images. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty happy with how that looks. Let's do another one. Let's give them a wash first. Elephants love to be washed. I had the pleasure of washing an elephant when I was in Thailand. Oh my goodness, happiest day of my life almost. It was so fun. The elephant loved it so much. And then he sprayed me. Oh, it was cute. Got to feed him. And that was a thing that I did because I never thought I would never have gone to Thailand if it wasn't for a free Stampin' Up! Trip. It's amazing what you can do when you work hard. Now, mind you, less than 0.1% of demonstrators achieve this, but it's possible. I'm grateful. Hoping that I make the trip again this year, but I don't know. I told Gerard, you know what? It's never a walk in the park. It depends on so many things. Okay, I think that's good. Oh, I should finish doing the mouse. Here. There. If you find that your aqua painter starts running, just dab it on a paper towel. But I find that these don't do that so much. So, are we ready to put the card together? Let's have a look. Okay, now it's time to put our card together. We've got our elephants, a balloon, the leaves, the mouse, some grass, some peanuts. I'm going to move those all out of the way. We're going to start with our card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. And then we have this piece, which is 4 1/8 by, no, you know what, 4 by 5 1/4. And we need some adhesive. Put that down first. This paper is so cute. It's perfect for baby cards. This would be good for a birthday too for a young child. It's just happy set. It would look good with our bunny set as well for Easter. Okay, so now we're going to put the white piece on the soft suede. It's deckled rectangles. But before we do that, I want to create a base for my creatures. So let's say I'm going to put my elephant here and my leaves and the mouse. We don't want them just floating. I want to create a base for it. So what I'm going to do is do a little color wash. And now we're going to use, remember the big brush that I showed you? This one. So I need to squeeze where it says push. So I got some water going. And I have to do a wash across the bottom. And this one is not shimmery white. This is regular white. So that means you can't go over it and over it. So I'm just making a wash here. And then I'm just swiping it across a few times. There. That's it. Don't keep going over and over. And dry that off, because otherwise your white cardstock will start to delaminate. You don't want that happening. So now I need to let it dry. So what we'll do is we'll put this piece down first. And if you're in a hurry, I could pause the video, but if you're in a hurry, you can use your heat tool to give it a quick dry. The problem when you do that is you might get a little bit of warping of your cardstock. So patience is probably your best bet. It seems a shame to cover up all that pretty patterned paper, but it also makes it less busy. Now we'll put some adhesive on the back of that one. It's amazing how quickly it does dry. I'm not stamping on this piece anymore. I'm just putting my die cut pieces on here, so it should be fine. But the deckled edges are really cute. It gives a bit of a vintage feel. So now, here's my elephant. He's kind of doing a little happy dance. He's trumpeting, welcome, welcome. So I'm going to put him on flat. I'm not popping him up. In Canada, the post office measures how thick your card is. And in the Netherlands, they don't care about how thick it is. They weigh it. And you get a bill in the mail if you haven't put enough postage on. It was a big shock to me. I was so unhappy. Okay, now we're going to put some grass in front of our guy. I can't pick it up. I'm wrecking my grass. Put a little bit of adhesive on the bottom. So if you have anybody new in your life, any little kids, you can nominate for this card. I'm just putting a little bit of adhesive on the bottom, and that way the grass can flip up a little bit. There. And now this grass, you can use your bone folder to make the grass flip a little bit. It's the leaves. Just going to have them curl up a little bit. So they're going to go here, and it's going to go a little bit off the edge. So how cute is that? And now we're going to pop up the little mouse with a few tiny little dimensionals. Let's see, we have little minis, which are great for these little guys. So you don't want a dimensional sticking out so you can see it. It's kind of letting your slip show. Don't want to do that. So if you're like watching this video on YouTube, please give me a thumbs up if you liked it. I would love it. I'd be ecstatic if you subscribe to my channel as well. Leave a comment. Look at that. Isn't he cute? Like, they're just, the happiness in this card is just awesome. Okay, now let's add a few little peanuts. We're going to put one right on the tip of his trunk. I'm just adding a little dab of glue. Could also use a glue dot. There. There we go. He's got a peanut. There. Maybe the peanut needs to go up like that. I like that. And then a couple of peanuts on the ground here. Little dot. A little dab will do ya. This adhesive is super strong. Oh, that came out a little bit too quickly. I might even be able to do 2 with that. I'm just going to give that a little daub. See, now I have some on the back. I'm so cheap. Put this one on using my left hand. There. And another little peanut here. So there's the peanuts. And then we could add some gems if you wanted to. Maybe we should. Let me see if I can find something. Okay, I love these elegant faceted gems. So they come in kind of a blushing bride in white and in clear. And I think that will look just nice. It ties in the little blushing bride on the mouse. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Oh, I made a mess there. There's a little water dot. So now it's got a little gem. I like to do things in 3s. This one's a little bit bigger. Oh, not like so. There. Okay. Cute. Everybody likes a little glitz. I'm really happy with how this turned out. So there it is in Dutch, and here it is in English. Cute, eh? All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you were inspired to get the what's it called again? Ooh, the Warm Welcome and Elephant Parade. All the links to shop with me are going to be in the description, so please read it. Click on the little show more underneath, and to subscribe, there's a red subscribe button on the bottom right-hand corner. So anyway, and above all, don't forget to help change the world one card at a time. Make a card, send a card. And if you want to nominate someone to get this card from me, please let me know in the comments, and I will let you know if your person has been nominated, if your person has been chosen. All right, have a super day. Bye.